Today we will learn two more methods to evaluate limits with trigonometric identities. You can find the whole list of trigonometric formulas that you will need to solve these questions in one file in the description below. So now let's look into this question. Here we are given a question where there is a trigonometric value inside another trigonometric value. So here we have limit of 1 minus cos squared sine x divided by sine squared x as x tends to 0. So in this situation what we do is we substitute what's inside for y. So we substitute y equals sine x. So now that will make it even more easier for us to solve. So then we have to look at this value as well. So as x tends to 0, y will also tend to 0 because sine 0 is equal to 0. So when we substitute 0 here, we get sine 0. So y also becomes 0. So this part will become y tends to 0. So then we can substitute this to get limit of 1 minus cos squared y divided by y squared as y tends to 0. So from trigonometry we know that 1 minus cos squared y can be written as sine squared y. So here what we can do is we separate this sine squared y divided by y squared into separate limits. So that will be limit of sine y divided by y as y tends to 0 multiplied by limit of sine y divided by y as y tends to 0. So this will be equal to 1 multiplied by this will be equal to 1. So this gives a final answer 1. So that is the small trick that we use when solving these kinds of questions. Now let's answer a question with an inverse trigonometric ratio. So here we are given to find the limit of tan inverse 6x divided by x as x tends to 0. So here tan inverse 6x is the value of an angle. So what we do is we substitute this. So we let y equals tan inverse 6x. So that means when we bring tan this side, tan y will be equal to 6x. So then x will be equal to 1 over 6 multiplied by tan y. So now because we substituted this, we have to look into this value as well. So as x tends to 0, let's see what happens to y. So as x tends to 0, we have tan y equals 0. So tan 0 is equal to 0. So y will also tend to 0. Now we substitute this into our question. So that would be limit of y divided by x. X will be 1 over 6 tan y as y tends to 0. So then what we do is this 6 will go to the numerator. So we have 6y, and instead of tan y we write sin y divided by cos y. So now here we can take this 6 out of the limit and this cos y will go to the numerator. So this gives us y into cos y divided by sin y. Then we bring this y from the numerator to the denominator. So that will be sin y divided by y. And we apply limits separately to cos y and to this denominator. So now we have limit of sin y divided by y as y tends to 0 multiplied by limit of cos y as y tends to 0. So here we can use our theorem to get 1 over 1. And here we can use direct substitution. So cos 0 is equal to 1. So finally we can get our answer as 6. So that's how you answer these types of questions. We have plenty of questions for you to attempt in the description below. The answers are also given for your reference. Remember, there is no fixed way to solve anything. You will learn how to solve these types of questions even more as you attempt more and more questions. Until we meet again, take care.